Moo, moo. Yeah, motherfuckers, I'm on a farm, or at least so it looks. Um, am I on a farm? I'm in Inverness at the minute for the 5th part of Truck-a-Geddon, this weekend's amazing fiesta of truck vids. Yeah, I'm in Inverness, and of course I am on a farm. It makes sense because I'm hauling tractors. If you look at the top right-hand corner, I'm hauling tractors all the way from Inverness to Iceland to Akureyri. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Reykjavik, I think it's the only place in Iceland I know definitely how to pronounce. And even then, I say definitely. I'm doubting it. I'm doubting myself now. So hey, yeah, all the way to Iceland. How exciting! Let's take a quick look at the world map. See what route we're gonna take. So we're in Inverness at the minute. Let's zoom out a little bit. Can I zoom out? Whoop, 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 whoop. No, no, no. Hey, there we go. So, Inverness up to Wick, where we just came from, actually. Across to Tórshavn, is that? I'm not sure. And then across to Iceland. So, very exciting. Pretty long haul journey. This will probably be the last truck vid of today, I reckon. Although, hey, who knows? Let's keep the Truck-a-Geddon ball rolling. I'm starting to upload the vids now, so you should be able to see them online pretty soon. Although if you're watching this, obviously they're uploaded, so you know, well, fuck, it doesn't matter. Isn't this place lovely? So here we are on a nice farm. God, I fucking love farms. I love the idea. I love the idea of being a farmer. Let's just get the truck going. We'll talk about the truck itself in a minute, but hey, some farm talk first. Yeah, I love the idea of being a farmer. I know the reality would be very difficult. Yeah, because I mean, it's really hard work, isn't it? Like working basically non-stop all day, every day, no holidays, up at the crack of dawn, working till bedtime, and working hard. You know, like physical hard work. So of course I know it. Of course I know that. But I like to sort of, let's have little flights of fancy about being a farmer. You know, I like being outside. I mean, obviously, I'm playing fuckloads of like video games with like not even just sitting in a room, but with a headset on, so which literally closes out the outside world. But I love being outside. I really do. Jesus, that was fucked up. Hey, I still ride away, even if I, fucked up. I love being outside, very, very much. Jesus, did you see that in the rear view? took out a couple of signs out of the roundabout there. Yeah, I'm kind of giddy. I've been playing a lot today, but yes, I do like to be outside. I love being outside. And I love farm machinery. I think maybe I mentioned this in a video before, or you know what? Maybe you can let me in there. Cheers, chum. If I go quite often on a day off, I take a little drive down the Ards Peninsula, like through Killaloe and Baloo and stuff around there. Hey, this is so fucking pretty. Makes you proud to be Scottish. I'm a proud Scottish man. I can't roll my R, which makes a bad Scottish accent even worse. Yeah, I like doing that on a day off. Where was I going with this? Oh, being outside. That's it. Yeah, outside Baloo, down the Ards Peninsula. On my day off, sometimes I like doing that, drive down there, and I get the ferry from Strangford across to Portaferry and drive back the other side of the loch. It's lovely. I love being on boats. I love getting the ferry. Very fast, it only takes a couple of minutes, which is a bit sad because I like a long boat ride. But outside Baloo, there is, I think it's an actual farm. I think it's a working farm. I don't think it's somewhere that sells farm machinery, but there's this place, and it's just got like loads of like tractor attachments and shit out the front, like all the sort of the the different sort of front loaders for tractors and the weights and like the different headers and stuff for combines. It's fucking glorious. Like, I just love looking at it. In fact, actually, I'm gonna be driving it that way tomorrow. So I'll maybe take a look and just drink in that farm equipment. So yeah, obviously I could never be a farmer. I just wouldn't be good enough to do that. yeah, I just couldn't do it. I think in any capacity, and you know, fair play to real farmers who do, you know, real work, and it's impressive. So the truck we're in, it's the one that I don't know how to pronounce. Iveco. Hey, who knows? It's pretty nice. Sunroof seems to be closed off, which is a shame because hey, you know what? Well, if you watch these vids with any kind of regularity, I'm going kind of too fast here. Beautiful though. You'll know I like a sunroof, especially, you know, when we're looking at beautiful weather like that. Oh, you know what? I've just realized in this truck, I was giving off because it said I was going at 0 miles per hour. That's the cruise control speed. And, you know, I'm not using cruise control. I don't even have it mapped to the steering wheel before I did. I do have it in ATS because I think, like, American highways and stuff lend themselves more to it, whereas these roads, you know, I'd only be turning it off and on again constantly. So, you know, if you really want to see it at some point, I'll stick it on. It's, why would you want to see it? But then again, hey, why would you want to see any of this? But again, I appreciate it. But yeah, lovely looking vehicle. We've got like our GPS back, so I don't have to use the shitty, you know, built-in one here, which I really, you know, I've grown to really dislike. And lovely and spacious. Is this? I guess this is like the gear shifter to my left, which is great because it's where my actual real life gear shifter is. Got a little mobile phone there, I see too, which is cool. My little brick phone. Really nice truck. I think ProMods, I assume has you know, updated the cab interior a bit, because I don't think they were ever this nice before. Yeah, it's really nice, and I've as I say, I've tweaked the settings, so hopefully what you're seeing now. Hey, you know what? I watched a couple of the vids back, and I was conscious of the fact that I think, you know, they were slightly oddly framed, so I can see, like, all around. I can see, you know, I was looking down the phone stuff. I hope you could even see that when I was looking at that, you know, the phone and the gear shifter and everything. A lot of the time, I think I framed this a bit too high. It's such a fucking faff to change, so I didn't bother changing it. Now I kind of wish I did. So I'll try and look down a bit more so you can see more of the shit inside the cab. Or you know what, maybe you'd rather see up there anyway. You know what, I'm just gonna drive with my head at the normal way. But I'll try and be kind of conscious of the fact that if I look up or whatever like that, you're not gonna be able to see fucking shit. Although you'll see the little CB up there and everything. I'll try and keep it in mind to make the video more interesting for you. Like a little rolling mist over the water there. That's beautiful. That's really nice. That is really fucking nice, isn't it? What's this dickhead behind me doing? Hey, I think I've been giving off a bit less about the other fellow road users in this game. Maybe it's because it's the weekend and I'm relaxed, and well, relaxed enough anyway. No, I am relaxed, you know. I'm not like an uptight guy, except I kind of am. Hey, I'm complicated, alright? I'm fucking complicated. Deal with that. How about that? Who was it in work? I was kind of shouting at someone. Not that sounds awful. I wasn't shouting at somebody, like, in a telling off kind of way. I was joking around with someone, and they said something. Oh shit! You know, this is a really lame story. I can't remember the ins and outs of it, so to speak. But somebody said something to me, and I was kind of in a, you know, like you're a typical man type deal or something. You know what it was? I think it was like some kind of talk about guns, actually. And if you've seen in some of, I do a lot of vids with hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades, which is basically like a gunplay type sim, and I love it because I love kind of the physicality of guns, and I love like sport shooting, like target shooting and stuff. I think firing someone at a target is like just one of the most relaxing things you can do, whether it's with a gun or, you know, if it's like archery or something. I think it's amazing. Like, I love the focus that it requires, And I love kind of like you know, as I say, the machinery involved and stuff. I think that's amazing. But I think I was telling someone at work this. I'll not name names because I don't want to be unfair or whatever. And they were like, "Oh, so you know, you love like hunting and killing and stuff." I fucking don't. Like I've never been hunting. I don't want to go hunting. You know, if you're using a gun, you should obviously be aware that whatever you're pointing, you should never point a gun at something that you're not willing to just to completely destroy forever, be that an object or you know, a living thing. I don't think you should. Obviously, there are varying circumstances, but you know, I don't endorse the use of guns for harming any kind of living creature. And I think there are many sensible discussions to be had about gun legislation and stuff and all that. I'm not going to get into that wormhole. But I do like I like sort of target shooting and stuff. I think it's great. I think it's a great hobby. Obviously, you know, there are dangers and you have to be super careful and all this. But in this person, because I mentioned that, I thought that I was like just like a fucking gun-toting nut. It basically ended up with me getting a bit frustrated and just kind of shouting, "I'm complicated, okay? I'm complicated. I'm a complicated man," and then laughing because, you know, it sounds it's like what a stupid thing to shout. But I am complicated. But hang on, that's fucking ridiculous. What a stupid thing to say. Everyone's complicated. I think it's kind of, hey, you know, we're getting really knuckling down into some serious issues. The earlier vids in Truckfest, hey, you know, that was all talking about Batman and Crocs and stupid shit, birds on the bus. In case you didn't see the video with the bird on the bus, like, it was a literal bird. It's not like, oh, there's bloody birds on the bus and blah, 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 blah. It was an actual blackbird. God, it's so lovely. It's hard to even see. I'm kind of squinting in the headset. But hey, no, we're getting real deep now, talking about you know, like the human condition, I guess. But yeah, everyone's complicated. I mean, maybe to differing degrees, but you know what? Probably not even. Not to go to you know, shit. I haven't been watching like my GPS at all. I hope I'm kind of going the right way. Not to get too kind of down on technology, because I'm absolutely not. But I guess it's very easy. Shit, I always get nervous crossing these level crossings. Going way too slow for that. I guess it's very easy to look online at social media and see people kind of projecting like an idealized version of themselves or something, I guess. And think that certain people, you know, have it more together than others, or that, as I was saying, certain people are more complicated than others. That's bullshit. Everyone's fucking complicated. Everyone's got shit going on. So here we are. Yeah, you know, that's one of the things I just fucking love, just seeing dudes walking about. In the game, I mean, not just in general. Although, hey, you know, dudes walking about. What's not to like? What the fuck's going on here? Dick breath. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's one element of like crash vehicle. Fuck you. Hey, 420. Oh. Doesn't even mean anything. Oh, it's like a weed number. Yeah, so you know, I'm not fussed on where the fuck am I going here? I mean, onto the ferry, obviously, but shit, look at that ferry. That's fucking class. It's like a giant tugboat. I wonder if anyone's gonna have a tug on it. Is that the ferry I'm taking? Shit, I might have to look. I'm gonna have to look at the proper map. Yeah, that's one thing I don't really like about your Facebooks and what have you. I think I have to spin around, aren't I? But you know, hey, if you love posting on Facebook, fucking fine. You know, more power to you. But I basically these days just use it for like you know, game groups, like special friends, which this kind of channel was. Channel, is that right? YouTube channel? I think it is. Was born out of like a game group. I also post on like some, like I'm on a bunch of like role-playing game groups and food groups and shit. I like that. Oh no, this is exactly where I'm heading. Oh sweet, I'm gonna drive right onto the ferry. Yeah, like, well, I was about to say, like, I'm just gonna sit and look out the window for a minute. That's Fucking so pretty. I was about to say I don't post like status updates because it feels like, and this is just me, and this is my own hang up. I'm not saying this is the fact. It feels like it would be conceited of me to think that people are interested in my inane bullshit. But hey, this guy's waving me on. Hey, hold on, I'm telling my mates a story. Because you are my mates. Yeah, it's so on one hand I'm thinking I'm not posting status updates. I mean, who would want to read that? I'm playing a fucking truck game. I'm posting whole videos of it online for people to watch. So yeah, I'm a massive hypocrite and a phony is where we're going with that. And maybe I'm not that complicated after all. All right, let's go to well, to wherever the fuck we're going. Let's see. Poor Savin, that's right, isn't it? No, hey, I'm probably playing fast and loose with the pronunciation of these words. So, you know, please don't take offense or whatever. Water sips. Sippy, sippy, sips. Back, let's go. Let's hear your foghorn. There we go. Hey, yo, where your foghorn at? It's been a while since I've done some rapping in vids. And it's gonna be a while longer, I think, because I don't want to do any now. I don't know. It just feels slightly uncomfortable if I'm. We were talking about appropriation and stuff. I don't want to. I don't want to sort of be a dick. You know, that's all. I don't want to sound like a dick. But then, you know, shit. Are we gonna get this deep? Cultural appropriation is a weird thing because obviously there are times where it is a negative. And I would never want anybody to be offended at, or I would never want anyone to. I would never endorse someone doing something that would be a dickhead thing to do. I mean, where am I going with this? What I'm trying to say is that. Oh shit! You must drive on the right hand side of the road here. Yeah, I mean, maybe there's, you know, a line between. It feels like the line between cultural appropriation and just fucking liking something can be dangerously blurred. I mean, you're allowed to fucking like stuff. You know, I love hip hop, and you know, I'm aware that obviously a lot of the issues discussed in hip hop wouldn't be as pertinent to me, as it could be to other people from other situations. But I'm still fucking allowed to like it. Like, I love metal, but, you know, I'm not, like, seeing a load of dragons every day. That's a very bad example. I know that's kind of, you know, there's a bit of a disconnect there. But, you know, you're allowed to like what you like most of the time, I reckon. Or maybe not, you know, maybe I'm talking fucking nonsense. See, this is why I should think before I make these vids about some nice stuff to talk about. Because before, hey, we had great chats about, you know, me breaking my mate Telford's shower and great chats about it. Hey, it's pretty here, isn't it? And now I'm just I'm talking a load of balls about stuff I probably have no right to be talking about. The fuck? Why am I? Oh my god! Am I getting straight onto this ferry over the Iceland? Hey, how exciting! 2 boats in well, within the space of a few minutes. So let's see, where do we go this time? Shit, I'm not sure where I meant to go. We can ask this guy over here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hey, hey. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, hey. Imagine doing that in real life. Imagine fucking whistling at someone. That would be awful. Hey, Fanny Falls. Where am I meant to go? Huh? Where the fuck do I go? That would be horrible, obviously, to... The fuck? I mean, the boat's there. It must be around this way here, is it? Like, you know, through here? Shit. Don't want the trackers to get fucked up. Well, an amazing sentence. Yeah, imagine whistling someone to get their attention. It would be fucking gross. It did make me think, though, of a time where I was in... Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. If I just keep her lit there, boy. Can you see the pedals if you look down? No, you don't. That's interesting. Yeah, I was having a drink in... Maybe I should lock the differentials here. Sorry, bear with me. Gotta look at the keyboard. Let's fucking hammer it. You know what? Locking the differentials isn't gonna make much difference if I'm just, like, you know, stuck. Jesus Christ! All this to get on the boat. There we go. Through, right? Oh shit. No, I think we're through. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the. Oh fucking suck my ass! Are you serious? Suck my ass. It's gross. I was having a drink. Totally whistling at people. I was having a drink with my mate. I'll not name his name because he probably isn't proud of this. We were having a drink in the Crown Liquor Saloon, in Belfast. Fairly famous bar. You know, if you're a tourist, you're probably going to want to go there, I guess, or maybe not. You know, I don't know if I'd entirely recommend that. But I guess I might do. I've only been in it a few times because it is sort of super touristy and stuff. And let's go. Not to Bergen, although I'm just interested in that route. Not to Herzals, and we're going to. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm not even going to try. It would just be embarrassing for me, and well, it wouldn't be embarrassing for you. So we're having a drink in the Crown. Can't remember why. I think my mate was getting a bus from the Europa, which is just opposite. And you know, oh my fucking goodness, look at this! Whoo! That is amazing! Hey, there's a guy looking out through some binos. Or is he taking a pic? Well, fuck, why wouldn't you? A fishing trawler there. Some duckies. Hey, you want me to take a pic of you, mate? Oh, fuck you too. Suck my fucking ass over that. So we're having a drink in the Crown, me and my mate. I'm very, very sympathetic to the plight of a bar person, because I'm sure they get shit all the time from all kinds of fucking people. Right hand side of the street here. And, but you know, we were being, of course it wasn't intentional, but it felt like we were being ignored because the bar staff had been up and down. I think it was one of those things where like one dude was looking after one half of the bar, another dude was looking after a different half of the bar. Here, careful on the ice, a bit slippery. You know it, you're local. And we were kind of stuck in the middle. And I was getting a bit annoyed, not annoyed, but you know, I was getting a bit frustrated with it. My mate was getting slightly more frustrated. He so you know, there's a bit of huffing and blowing and stuff. And like, when we were chatting about this afterwards, about whether it was a good thing to have done or not, he's like, hey, you know, now my mate concedes this and readily admits, probably even more so than me, that it was a bad thing to do. But he fucking, like, after all, he just, like, starts fucking, like, banging his hands together, like, up in the air, like, fucking clapping. And, like, it wasn't a whistle. Like, a whistle would have been unforgivable, I think. A whistle would be just so fucked up if you started fucking whistling at bar staff, for attention. I'm not saying the clapping was great. I think the clapping was misjudged. Now, first off, did kind of work. The dude came over and he's like, look, I know we've been waiting a while. He was very reasonable. He was very nice. He's like, you've been waiting a while. I'll take your order now. I'm just saying, please don't fucking clap at me. You might, you know what? I don't want to get in trouble. I don't think he swore. I don't think he, not the fucking Crown Liquor Saloon or watching my vids. I might have sworn. I can't remember. I don't think he did. He's like, please don't clap at me. I'm having a long day. It's a hard day. Obviously, I want to serve everyone. Obviously, the fact that you have been waiting a while is indicative of the place being really busy, which is why you haven't been served for a while. And we were like, well, I was being a bit of a pussy. I was kind of quiet. My mate was like, I'm really sorry. That was rude. I shouldn't have done that. He was really apologetic instantly. But he was like, but like loads of people got served way ahead of us. We've been waiting way longer than a bunch of people. You know, it was okay. I think everyone involved saw both sides of the story. But it was pretty awful to just start fucking clapping at a dude. I'm laughing because it was a bad thing to do. I'm not laughing at the guy or anything. I'm not laughing at my mate. It was just a weird scenario to be in. Yeah. But it's funny that distinction between clapping and whistling. Like, we were chatting about it afterwards, and I was like, I fucking shouldn't have done that. I was like, well, you probably shouldn't have. But don't beat yourself up. I don't think it was like a super heinous crime or anything. And certainly the barman, we all said, like, we said sorry and stuff. My mate was very quickly positive. You know what? I shouldn't never have done that. That was really arsey. But his point was he was trying to get his attention in a way that wasn't arsey, so he sort of deliberately didn't do the whistle or whatever. But it was fucked up. There's no real resolution to that story, other than it was all resolved nicely. Just an interesting story. Just an interesting wee story. Not much point me doing a Scottish accent. There's not in Scotland anymore. Don't think I could attempt an Icelandic accent. Always wanted to go to Iceland in real life, and it feels like one of those places that... I kind of stumbled over my words there. It feels like one of those places that loads of people are going to now. This is fucking gorgeous. I don't think this is in the main game at all. I think this is all entirely modded in with pro mods, which is, tremendous. Yeah, never been. Really would like to go. Excuse me. Really vibrant metal scene, from what I gather in Iceland. Then again, I'm not too familiar with. I love looking out down there. I love sort of like the fact we're kind of snaking up through the mountains. Yeah, vibrant metal scene from what I gather. That kind of revolves around just a handful of dudes, or again, when I say dudes, I mean men and women. A handful of people, which I think is amazing. Hey, you know what? There's some homework for myself. I'm going to check out Icelandic metal. I assume it's mostly sort of black metal, but hey, I could be wrong. But I just kind of, I sort of think Scandinavian metal. I think black metal pretty quickly, which is a bit. Jesus, let's make my tummy go a bit wibbly. I sounded like Mr. Garrison there from South Park. Jeez, LaRose. That's not how he sounds. Yeah, Icelandic metal. That's what I'm going to check out. I love metal. I haven't listened to too much metal recently. Well, I'm kind of always listening to metal. Like, I haven't listened to much new stuff. In the car at the minute, I've got a bunch of Motorhead albums. Fucking love Motorhead so much. One of those bands that I think I just love more and more. Jesus, the fucking balls on this guy! Fucking flying! Okay, we'll let you buy. Yeah, I love Motorhead, just more and more. Some of the lyrics are kind of questionable. But hey, you want your rock stars you want them questionable to some extent. Not in... You would never want your rock stars or anybody to hurt anybody else or do anything illegal or inappropriate. But in terms of, like their lyrics and stuff, you want them a bit sort of silly and boring. At least with metal, I think, you want to feel... You want the illusion of a bit of danger, I think, when it comes to metal, but maybe not any... Well, definitely no actual danger, I think. Well, for me, anyway. Like, I know loads of people... See, black metal, fucking great a lot of the time. But you got all this shit like church burning and everything. Fuck that. Don't be a fucking prick. I mean, I think it's... Surely everyone surely agrees that Varg Vikernes is just a fucking awful piece of shit. Speeding offense. Sure, fuck it. YOLO. Yeah, that's just like a given, isn't it? He's just a dick. I mean, he's a fucking murderous Nazi. I mean, that's just like two qualifiers that just instantly make you a dick, I think. And then both together, I mean, holy shit. It's automatic dickhead. Maybe that's the name of this episode. Should I say episode? Well, here's the thing. I mean, this is part 5 of Truck-a-Geddon. Like, whoa, Jesus Christ! I didn't realize that was quite a big speed bump. That was quite fun. It made me have to grab the wheel with both hands and stuff. Yeah, so this is like Truck-a-Geddon. We're in part 5 now. But, I mean, it's just me talking shit about stuff over, the course of a drive. So it doesn't need to be watched in any kind of real order, I don't think. Although I suppose if you do, you'll get a sense maybe more of my mind beginning to fray a little around the edges. Water. Might have a beer after this. I've got between the last vid and this, made a nice beef and Guinness. Shit, I hope it's not getting burnt downstairs. Like, it's on really low, it's just simmering. I hope it's not sticking to the pan. Oh. Starting to think maybe I should stop this and go and check out. I think we're okay, because it's on really low. It's on like 1, you know, so it's simmering. I would just hate to fucking ruin it after making it. I think it'll be nice. I put a can of tomatoes in my beef and Guinness. Don't know if anyone else does. Well, I'm sure some people do. But I don't know whether that's considered not sacrilegious, but you know. Just some people get pissy about the right way to do a recipe. And I think if you're billing something as, you know, say, let's take like Cajun cooking. Say if you're billing something as, you know, real Creole style gumbo. There's one kind of gumbo that, like, has tomatoes and one that doesn't. I can't remember which way around it is. There's a difference between the Cajun style, Creole style, city style, New Orleans style. I can't remember the exact specifics, but, you know, I think if you're billing it as one thing, as you're billing it specifically as that thing, and you do it in like a different way, then that's shitty, especially if you're charging money for it or whatever. But, you know, if you're at home, you take a picture of your gumbo and you stick it online and you call it gumbo, that's not gumbo. Well, maybe gumbo is not a great example, because I would probably be... I think it's a dickheady thing to do if someone goes, well, actually, that's not gumbo. You can call it gumbo, but that's not gumbo. No. Now, I have pointed that out before, that there's a place in town called the Grapevine. It's really nice. It's not bad. No, not really nice. It's not bad. They do a gumbo, and I'm quick to tell people it's not a gumbo, but that's because it's fucking nothing like a gumbo. Like, it's more like a jambalaya at best. But again, that's somewhere that's charging money for it, you know. If you're at home, though, and you've made a gumbo, and you say, hey, I made a gumbo last night, and it's not really a gumbo in terms of, you know, dictionary definition, or, you know, because of the addition of one ingredient, well, fuck that, that's just stupid. I mean, it's still just a meal you've made, you like. Have whatever the fuck you want, eat whatever the fuck you want, with impunity. Unless maybe you're charging money for it. Yeah, that's, I kind of contradicted myself about 10 times there. Gumbo's great, though. I haven't made a gumbo in ages. There's a few different ways you can make a gumbo. I mean, see, now I'm loath to talk about this in case somebody goes, well, actually, turns out you don't know what the fuck a gumbo is. I mean, it's basically, you know, like a Creole-type stew, to put it very mildly. I mean, it's very usually kind of thin. It's like a thin stew, which is usually served over rice, and it's got, like, you know, could be vegetables in it or seafood. Usually there's some kind of seafood. For me, there's different ways you can make it. You don't normally call it like a chicken gumbo. You would normally call it a seafood gumbo. Well, you could do. Again, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's my point. But you usually, as far as I'm concerned, I think the traditional-ish way is to refer to it by whatever thickener you have used for it. So a filet gumbo will have... I'm still doing this right, aren't I? A filet gumbo will have been thickened with filet powder, which is ground up sassafras leaves. Or, well, there's other ways you can thicken it, like the roux, or with okra. The way I make mine... See, here we go. The way I make mine, I use a mixture of all three. Which I bet you know, some people would go fucking apeshit over. My point is, fuck them. That's my gumbo. Do what I want. And I'm not selling it. So yeah, fuck it. Yeah, suck my ass. How about that? So we're going over this bridge here, I guess. Which looks pretty cool. I don't even need to indicate. I'm just following the road, aren't I? I'm really enjoying these kind of snaking, like, frosty roads. Mostly because... Shit, it's a pretty narrow bridge. Mostly because it's kind of unlike, any other locations in the game that I've seen so far. Oh, fuck! Damage 1%. That felt like more than 1%. Let's stop for the damage report. I know it's not ideal to stop at the edge here. What is it for F8, I think, to see our info? I know that's messages. The fuck? F5, maybe? Nope. F6. 7. Oh, there we are. Okay, so I've taken 1% damage to to the cab. I haven't damaged the load. See, pretty mature. Not making a joke about loads. I'm not making a joke. Sorry, that wasn't. I just thought I'd said that in a funny voice, like I was making fun of my own voice there. Is what I'm trying to say. I do it all the time. Like I say something, and I just realize I sound fucking stupid. A lot of the time, I'll say something in a high voice like that. Fucking I hate that. I hate when I sound like a stupid high voice. Then sometimes, you know, I get a bit croaky, especially if I've been talking for a while. Oh, I'm talking in a croaky voice. I'm talking in a croaky voice. Basically, what I'm saying is, whoa. That's not what I was saying. I'm saying that I sound like a dickhead all the time. Like, basically 24/7. I just sound like a fucking dick. Hey, what are those guys doing over there? What's that smoke? It's pretty interesting. Oh shit, are they the geezers? Fucking right. I guess they're, oh, shit. I guess they're like, yeah, I guess they're the, oh shit, I'm fucking wrecking the joint here. I guess they're the hot geezers. Hey, who doesn't love a couple of hot geezers? That you hear about. That's extraordinarily pretty, isn't it? Very nice. Feel like maybe I've said some controversial shit in this episode of Truck-a-Geddon. Like, I'm certainly not trying to. I'm trying to be very partisan. Yeah, I figure that these are more sensitive topics than you know, than the previous ones about fucking drinking and putting kebab meat in my mate's hair and stuff. But here's the thing, we're talking about drinking kebab meat in my mate's hair. There's a friend. Again, he'll remain unnamed, I think, because I wouldn't want them to be embarrassed. And he doesn't do this anymore. But I have a friend. We're still friends. As if like I'd fucking, like, you know, we'd become enemies over this or something. And he used to do this thing. We used to eat a lot of kebabs. I hardly ever get a kebab now because, I mean, they're enjoyable, but, you know, they're kind of greasy and well, more than kind of greasy as fuck. You know, my stomach's not as ironclad as it used to be. So I wouldn't want to suffer any ill effects. I'm trying to eat better in general, so I hardly ever get a kebab. Like once every few months I get a kebab. Me and my mate just eat them all the time. I got really fucking fat. I got really fat eating them and everything. That's not really a funny thing. Yeah, we got like really unhealthy. It's nice. A little tugboat there. All the better to tug you on. Oh, this is lovely. Hey, dudes there. Nice jackhammer. Hey, how about you fucking stop dicking around, do some work, you fucking fannies. Yeah, so we both decided we would stop eating as many kebabs, but he started doing this fucking thing where like he would get a kebab. He would see, that's my voice going shitty. He would get a kebab. And he had kind of decided or deduced for whatever reason that the element of the kebab that was doing him damage, be it, you know, be it making him feel unwell or making him fat or giving him the shits, he decided the oh fuck, I just fucking love how awesome this looks. He oh, it's so nice. He decided that like that was the meat itself. So the coating on the meat, like the sauce and the cheese and just the grease, he thought that was like the good bit. He thought that was the fucking the nutritional bit. So oh, it was fucking gross. Jesus, this is so snowy. I gotta be really careful. He would do this thing where he'd sit down with his kebab on like jeez, that's really blinding, on like a park bench or whatever. And like chew up the kebab meat and suck all the fucking fat and grease off it, and then like spit out the actual meat, the only bit that could have any kind of like nutritional value. But spit it out in a pile beside him like some fucking old Wild West dude spitting out chewing tobacco. He did it for ages. He stopped. I don't know whether he stopped because like me and all the rest of our mates kept pointing out that that was fucking ridiculous and you know, flawed for a flawed idea for so many reasons. Eventually stopped. Which I'm slightly sad about because it was a disgusting but impressive sight to behold. How do we get our brights on? Oh shit. Well, you know what? Don't need to know anyway. I think it would be blinding. So hey, I wonder how much further I have to go. I thought that when we got to Iceland, there wouldn't be that much driving, but it feels like we're kind of driving around basically the whole island. I could be wrong. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying the shit out of it. It's incredibly good fun. Although again, starting to wonder what else we should talk about. I know I got my beef from Guinness coming up. We can talk about that, but that's pretty sounded like a Sly Stallone there. That's a pretty shitty thing to talk about. World's worst Sylvester Stallone impression. You know, I saw the other day, again, another reason why not the hugest fan of Facebook a lot of the time. I saw someone shared a thing saying like Sly Stallone is dead, and I was really bummed out. I fact checked. Well, I was really bummed out against it. There are these fucking maniacs flying through the snow. I was really bummed out instantly because I'm a huge fan. But I was also instantly dubious. I fact checked, of course, it was bullshit. But you know, that's kind of horrible that that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying anything should be done about it or anything. But it's just a shame that that kind of thing is propagated so readily and quickly. And hey, I'm glad Sly Stallone is still with us. Because he's fucking great, really good. I know we had some Rambo chat in earlier vids here. I am definitely going the right way, aren't I? I'm not fucking this up. Shit, this is really kind of nerve-wracking, I gotta tell you. The wheel is jarring like shit. The force feedback, it's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting to drive this. It must be boring as fuck for you guys. I'm going at 30 miles an hour or something. Oh no, I'm actually going nearly 40. The speed limit's only 25. So, although those dicks are going past me at like fucking 50, 55, 60. Yeah, we had Rambo chat before. First Blood 1. Holy shit, what a movie. Rocky, fuck, so good. Just so good. I mean, with both franchises, like First Blood Part 1, and to an extent First Blood Part 2, and the same with Rocky Part 1, and to some extent Rocky 2. Just amazing, like proper, really, really wonderful films. Wonderful films. And Stallone directed Rocky 1 as well, which I think is amazing. Really strong directorial debut, I think, anyway. Just incredible movies. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying they're kind of masculine movies, because I think they are, I think they should be enjoyed by anybody. I don't think, anybody should be told, you can't like Rocky. Fucking like what you want. But, there's stories about men, and I think, certainly, especially with Rocky, what it means to be a man and stuff like that. And what it means to be just a person. But, I think, there's definite, there's definitely a focus on what it means to Rocky to be a man. And for him, it's about going the distance, which he does. And it's amazing. Yeah, really good. And then, then you have the sequels, and they're great too, but it's in a different way. So you got your Rambo 3, where he's fucking, like him and Colonel Troutman just take out the entire Russian army. Also notable Rambo 3, because there's a dedication to the brave soldier. Now, these are the words of Rambo 3, whoever it is, Richard Donner, whatever. No, it's Richard Donner. Wrong way offense. What the fuck? It was just because I was kind of on the wrong side of the road a bit. Well, I was just trying to, give myself a wide berth. Well, fuck it. Yeah, these are the words at the end of the movie, not my own words, obviously. There's a dedication at the end of the movie to, in air quotes, the brave forces of the Taliban. It's fucking... Now, obviously, it was a different time then, but looking back, that seems insane. So, just an interesting piece of movie history there in Rambo 3. So yeah, obviously it's a lot sillier, and then it gets kind of more serious again with the reboot of the series, which is it just called Rambo? Is it called John Rambo? Which is a stupidly violent movie. Not probably the weakest of them, I think, but not a terrible movie either. Pretty good. Did Stallone direct that too? I think he might have done. Not bad at all. So yeah, Rambo 3 gets silly. Rocky 3 gets silly. He's facing off against Mr. T. Who, chucks Mickey down the stairs, basically. Which is just kind of written off. He basically kills... Was it Meredith Burgess? Is that the guy who plays Mickey? Basically kills him. And, there's no real issue about it. I mean, Rocky's bummed out. Adrian's bummed out. Paulie's bummed out. Legally, I don't think much is addressed. Unless I'm misremembering the movie. But it's very silly, the whole movie. Especially, you get Thunder Lips, Hulk Hogan's character, who's basically... Unfortunately, it's called Thunder Lips, which is insane. I mean, is that because he's loud? I don't know. Is it because he smooches you and, you go off bang? I don't know. I don't even know what I fucking mean by that. I didn't mean you think spaff in your pants or whatever. I mean, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the secret origin story behind Thunder Lips. But yeah, he's kind of like a wrestler pimp. Oh hey, so this is the city, I think. Oh, no, it's not the city. It's not the city. I'm not gonna try and pronounce them, as I said. So yeah, silly. And then Rocky 4. Holy shit, that's when it gets really fucking nuts. It's got like Rocky gives like Paulie that robot. I know I'm doing like a dopey thing where I'm just describing what happens in the movie, but it is very funny when Rocky, who's now he's more than made the big time. He's got shitloads of money, which is what the plot of the movie basically is. The Rocky's got cocky and he has to, Apollo gets killed by Ivan Drago, which is actually fairly it's hard to see the traffic light. It's fairly that's fairly hard hitting. No pun intended. So he has to go back to his roots and stuff. But at the start he's cocky and he's rich. And I guess this is a signifier of how rich and absurd he's become. But it's just a fucking stupid bit in the movie when it's Paulie's birthday. Shit, he is called Paulie, isn't he? He is called Paulie. Adrian's brother. And it is Adrian's brother, isn't it? I'm really down on myself now. His birthday party. And Rocky fucking gets him this robot. It just looks ridiculous. It looks like a fucking blender or something, like a giant 6-foot-tall blender. And a wheel arrives in the birthday table, and he goes, "Happy birthday party, happy birthday party," and it's very fucking funny. Paulie's all pissed off. He doesn't like the robot. He thinks it's a hunk of junk, whatever. But he appreciates it, I think, deep down. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Going around about. Right hand in the other lane. That's what I'm trying to say. I think I'm already fucking it up, aren't I? But yeah, I guess that's why they got the robot. To show how slightly over the top, Rocky in his fucking full length leopard print coat. I think he's wearing. Maybe I imagine that, but yeah, that's probably why. But it's very fucking funny. And it's really funny at the end, when it culminates in the fight with Rocky fighting Ivan Drago, Dolph Lundgren's character, who is great. He'd be I was chatting the other day about who would be a great Duke Nukem, because they're talking John Cena being Duke Nukem in an upcoming movie, like Drago, like that era, like late 80s Dolph Lundgren would be perfect. But yeah, when Rocky's fighting Drago, it fucking cuts to Paulie's house. And because Paulie's with Rocky at the match, obviously, like the robot's watching the robot is looking after the kids. It's looking after I assume it's Rocky's kids he's looking after. Or maybe it's Paulie's kids or whatever. Whatever. It's just ridiculous. And this sort of the most intense bit of the movie, it's all been building to, and then it just fucking stupid shot of this insane robot and 2 kids. Anyway, job's done. Let's check it in. Oh no, we got to park. We got to park this motherfucker. Yeah, we'll try it anyway. I think I skipped the last couple of parking things. I mean, the parking is designed with the main. Not that I'm trying to make excuses, but I'm gonna make some excuses. The parking is kind of designed with the main game in mind, where you can skip to like a top-down view. And you know, I can actually skip. I can do that view. I think. Which button is it? Whoa! See, looking at that in the headset's insane, because if I move my head up, it goes down. Oh, whoa! It's the wrong way around. In fact, I feel a bit queasy just doing that. So that makes it easier in the main game. It's fucking difficult in this, especially because I don't like to put on like a rear view mirror you can stick in the middle. But you know, I wouldn't have that, so I don't like putting it on. I'd sooner just, you know, say, right, fuck it, I can't park this, or I can't be arse parking it, or whatever. So yeah, this was pretty heavy installation of Truck-a-Geddon. We talked about some real issues, man. It's getting on in the evening, so I don't really know what I'm doing tonight. I don't know whether I'm going to make more truck vids, or whether, you know, I'd mentioned earlier, I might see if Stephen wants to watch The Crow or something. We might just have our beef and Guinness. Yeah, you know what, we're going to skip this. Fuck it, let's see. Good work, maybe? Oh, excellent, 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 excellent. I mean, I got a few fines, obviously, on the way for speeding and you know, damage and stuff. But hey, we didn't damage the load. It's still a good load. It's still a good hot load. Ugh, I wish I hadn't said that. That's disgusting. Alright. Hey, Truck-a-Geddon, part 5. Done!